Hey YouTube family, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, I'm Veronica. I am a personal trainer, a medical massage therapist, and a licensed nutritionist. And today we are going to talk about how to stop your hair from shedding. We're going to talk about a lot of different things that are incorporated with hair shedding, hair loss. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We're going to talk about it. Let's get into it. All right, so what do? You start brushing your hair, you start seeing all this hair coming out, you start combing your hair, you see hair coming out, you're taking a shower, hair is coming out in clumps, you got hair in the kitchen, hair in the bathroom, hair in the car. I know I was going through this. So, what we're going to talk about now, what is the difference between true shedding, true hair shedding, and breakage? There's a huge difference. So, true hair shedding, you're going to have a white bulb at the end of the strand. That's actual shedding. When you see a fully developed strand of hair with a little white bulb at the end of that, that means that hair is actually coming out of your scalp, falling out at the root. That is shedding. Now, true breakage is when you go through your hair, you're combing your hair, you're parting your hair, and you may see different variations of the length. You also might see a strand that initially looks pretty firm and then it starts to thin out. You might see a split end associated with it. You might see some long hair in a certain area of your head, some shorter hair in another area. Usually if you look at that, you see the different variations. That's breakage. So why does that happen? What causes shedding? Let's go back to shedding. Shedding can be caused from hormonal changes, childbirth, PMS, menopause. You could have a surgery. A lot of times the anesthesia will have, when you're coming down from the anesthesia, that will have a lot to do with some people having hair shedding issues. Different medications could cause hair shedding. So as I stated, this could be due to hormonal, medical, stress, vitamin deficiency. It could be due to an autoimmune disorder, a thyroid issue. You want to check your iron levels. If you have any of that going on regarding shedding, you need to contact an endocrinologist just to be sure to get your hormones checked and just make sure everything is fine. Um, that's definitely what I would do. I would go ahead and reach out to one of those individuals to get some things tested and see exactly what could be done. It may be something serious, it may not be. It's just always good to just find out what's going on with you in your body. We always want to do that. So now if you have hair breakage, what's that look like? The hair is going to lack moisture, protein, and nutrients. And again, don't worry, sometimes if we comb too aggressively, if you have curly hair or if you have kinky hair or if you have hair that is chemically treated and you comb it too aggressively, you can break your hair. So you kind of need to make sure you have the correct comb, your hair is moisturized, and make sure your scalp is clean as well, because sometimes if you have a dirty scalp, or if you're not washing your hair properly, or if you're being too aggressive, you're gonna break those strands. Sometimes also with hair breakage, we could be vitamin D deficient. If you're vitamin D deficient or zinc deficient, you're gonna experience hair loss. So those are easy fixes. So don't forget the difference between shedding and breakage is significant. Shedding, you're gonna have that white bulb at the end of the hair strand. Breakage, you're going to have the strand start out really full and really thick and then thin out at the end, and you will see the variations in your hair. So what can we do to stop or minimize breakage? Okay, don't use alcohol-based products. So you don't want to use a shampoo that has alcohol in it or a conditioner with alcohol or any of that. You also want to make sure your hair is moisturized. So you also want to stay away from you want paraben-free shampoos. Make sure you look in the description box because I've listed some shampoos that I think are pretty good that'll help you with getting your hair to be thick, full, and kind of help reverse that breakage. Also, you want to make sure you detangle your hair. So you want to use a wide tooth comb. You don't want to use, if you have full hair, thick hair, curly hair, coarse hair, you don't want to use a thin comb. You want to make sure it's got enough, it's a wide tooth comb so it can easily glide through the hair. Another good tip is start at the ends and work your way up. Don't always start at the root and then, try to break, fight through kinks and curls and dryness. That's going to break your hair too. So we don't want to be too aggressive when we're combing our hair or brushing our hair. Also, as I stated, make sure before you wash your hair, if you have a lot of product in your hair, use a lot of hairsprays, hair gels, you want to kind of scratch up the product to kind of loosen it up a little bit, so when you are washing your hair, none of the product gets lodged in the hair or any of that. It's just easily to come out, and that way when you go to detangle your hair, you go to comb your hair, you won't have those big clumps that'll just come out. So we definitely want to make sure we're detangling properly, we're combing properly, we're conditioning properly. Definitely want to do all those things the correct way. That's going to really help reverse a lot of breakage. Another thing you can do is make sure that you get a protein pack. There's a really good protein pack out on the market. It's an ApHogee pH. It's a 6-week treatment. Don't do this a lot though. I would say that you can do it once a week or once every 2 weeks. And let it sit on your hair, follow the directions, but that's definitely going to strengthen the hair follicle, strengthen the texture of the hair, and bring back your hair to a natural state. And that's definitely what we want to prevent and to stop that breakage. So you can also add multivitamins. Obviously, we are a health food store, so we got a whole slew of multivitamins that you can take. I will have those down in the description box as well. You can take a great multivitamin, a vegan multivitamin would be best, collagen, and you also want to reduce your caffeine. Caffeine, if you have too many coffees, if you have too much sugar, that's definitely going to show up in your skin, your hair, your nails, your teeth, your tongue. That's going to really do a lot of damage to a lot of body systems. So those are the things we don't want to do. We want to stay away from too much caffeine because that's going to dry out everything in our body. We don't want that. And that will also increase shedding and breakage. We do not want that at all. So curly hair, my curly hair ladies. Again, as I stated before, I want to repeat this because this is huge. Make sure you comb your hair from the bottom to the top. Make sure your hair is moisturized when you do that as well. You can do a leave-in conditioner. Again, make sure there's no alcohol in that because alcohol is drying. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to work your way from bottom to top. You also want to massage your scalp to stimulate blood flow. That's going to really help a lot as well. That's going to get nutrients to the scalp. That's going to really help the hair shine, and it's going to do a lot for you. So that is what we want to do. Make sure you massage your scalp, you wash your scalp properly, you clean the hair shaft with shampoo that does not have alcohol, does not have any parabens, does not have any drying chemicals. That's going to help you out a lot. And now, straight hair girls. Now, if you comb, you can go ahead and comb your hair down in a smooth motion and just make sure you just kind of, again, have the right comb to just kind of get you to just stroke it smoothly down and not fight so much with that comb, with that brush. Don't be too aggressive when you're brushing your hair, and you should start to see a huge difference in the hair breakage and the hair shedding. Now, what I like to do, this is a surprise thing. If you are still with us, I like to give you a recipe that you can do at home to help you prevent hair shedding and hair breakage. Before you wash your hair, I call this the strong follicle recipe. Before you wash your hair, you're going to get a half of an avocado, 2 egg yolks, mayo, just maybe like 2 scoops of mayo, olive oil, make sure it's warm, not hot, and you're going to heat all that in a cup for about 10 seconds, in the microwave, and just kind of let that sit on your hair for about 30 minutes with a cap, and wash it out with a moisture-rich shampoo. you are going to see a huge difference in your hair. Your hair is going to be soft, it's going to be shiny, and you're going to be well on your way to prevent breakage and to prevent shedding. So let me know in the comments, how did these tips help you? Let me know if they worked for you. They have worked for so many of my clients. I'm a big fan of those things as well. And let us know how you feel. Let us know how that worked for you. So if you are still here and you have not subscribed, we do ask that you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're going to have more tips, more health and wellness hacks from a nutritionist standpoint to help you in your everyday life. So thank you so much, and stay tuned for another episode. We definitely are here for you. If you need to reach us for anything, you can contact us at 813-575-0588, or you can check us out online at spaluxormassage.com. That's our store. We have a lot of wellness products in there that can help you with any of ailments that you may think of. We pretty much got it covered for you. So thanks again for joining, and we will see you soon.